how important is writing in general for lawyers? Like, what are your views regarding it? And what's the difference between writing a blog and writing for something else, like a research paper or an op-ed or something like that?
So when it comes down to writing, I think like I would like to draw your attention to this one time where I was in my third year and I was sitting for an interview with a partner, and he had just gone ahead and asked me like, "Have you written any papers?" I'm a third year. Like I didn't know like you're supposed to write papers. I thought like internships are supposed to be the one way that you learn. And I was just like, no, sir. And that's when he had told me something which is stuck by me, and probably also why we started TLRA. I remember calling him up right after we started TLRA, and he had told me that writing, constant writing, is something which is extremely important for a lawyer, because it's not just a judge who goes ahead and writes a judgment. Something as simple as even writing a contract down and drafting a contract, it actually shows up on how much you've read, how much you've actually written down to be able to draft a proper contract which is watertight and also going ahead and is super nice, super fitting to your client. Because honestly, like if I go ahead and draft a contract which has already been drafted like 10 times already, and I just change the party names and I give you, okay, yeah, these are the clauses, what difference does it make if I am writing from JSA or if I'm writing from AZB or if I'm writing from another firm in India? You've got to stand out, right? Your contract, the reason why these firms are known for their work is because when they do their work, they're doing their work like absolutely 100% watertight. So, which is something I feel comes with a lot of writing, comes with a lot of research, reading, and I think that's what we signed up for when we became lawyers. Reading day in and day out, like it's crazy how much we need to read and write. So I think that's how important it is. And when it comes down to the basic difference between a blog and a research paper, I think if you think about the practical application of it, it's just the number of words, which first of all, it is the number of words. If you're looking at a blog, you're looking at 500 words. If you're looking at a research paper, you're looking at a much larger word content limit, somewhere around even starting from 2000 to 5000. When you're looking at a blog, you need to understand that you're reaching out to an audience which wants you to write about a topic in 600 words, and that changes how you write something. If it is 600 words, I need to give you the context, I need to give you the conclusion, and at the same time I need to make sure that by the end of it you actually learn something from it, right? I don't want you to just read an article for the heck of it. Whereas when I'm writing a research paper, I'm putting in hours and hours and hours of research, wherein I'm talking not just about one case law. I'm trying to give you like some 25 case laws to make you realize, okay, no, this is the way how it should have been if it's not, or how it should be if it already is, and why it should be like that. So you're talking about the grueling amount of research which goes into a research paper versus a blog. But I would say that a blog, when you talk about it, is a very mature form of writing, because it's a huge I think it's a huge it's a huge thing if you can capture your audience's attention and keep it there with your article for 600 words. It's easy with like 2000 words. It's easy with 5000 words, because your the audience that you're going ahead with when you're writing a 5000 words are people who love to read. I wouldn't read a 5000 pages article if I don't want to read something. But if I'm reading a 600 worded article, I am looking at something which is probably fun, which is probably something which is fun and yet informative. Now, that's a challenge which is very difficult to turn up with and succeed with, I believe. So I think that's where the difference mostly lies, as to how you're looking at your audience. Where is your audience? Where are they lying? And that's where you change your understanding, and your paradigm shift happens as to how I want to go ahead and write my article.